So, if you're tuning in just now, hello, hi, my name is Adel. We are going to be doing Toren 80% with some of the skips that I have learned over the last week since our last stream. Now, in order to start the timer, I have to click it out of the game, start it, let it run for 10 seconds. That will be our countdown, and then we will actually hit go. Go is actually once we hit new journey, and time will be at the very end segment after the credits. So let's go ahead, get our timer going. All right, there goes our countdown. Get it going there. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. First thing we're gonna do, jump straight into an unskippable cutscene. We are suffering our battle in the eclipse. Our dragon here knocking out someone that we do not know who it is just yet. And we are zooming in into our main character. Here she is, our lady, our heroine, the person we are going to be controlling for the entire game. And all we're going to do is run forward. Slice right through it, cut off a few frames to save us some time there. And just run straight forward into the dragon. Hi, Blue. How you doing? Our sword is down. I repeat, our sword is down. The dragon knows we are helpless, so he is spitting goo all over the platform. And that ultimately is going to turn us into a statue. Gandalf the Grey, being ever wise, stays in the distance without actually being in the fight. No, I'm sorry, Blue. I will give you a pet right now. Yes, there you go. Yes, there you go. Blue has been pet. I repeat, Blue has been pet. So here we are. The main focus of this game will be this one oversized tower. Now there is another statue of a girl. We do not know who that is. She is also holding a piece of paper, but that paper is just a little bit different from what we were holding in the beginning cutscene. How you doing? Now there is a little statue there that actually comes into play if you are doing 100%, because you have to nail every one of those in order to get that 100% completion bonus. Now here we can see a well. Now this well is actually on a different level than the bottom of the tower. Why it is there, we will find out in just a few moments. But right now, we have a baby covered in blood laying on the floor next to a symbol of the Ouroboros. We don't know how it got there. We don't know what they're doing. But this baby, summoning all of its rage, on the baby rage, clench its fist, and with the power of anime, we will become a little bit older. And our first objective is to just move to the left. Right now, this bird catches our attention. And that is our first major hurdle of the game, is standing up. Now the bird's going to fly away, but that's fine, because we're going to follow it all the way to this sword. Now this sword might look a little bit familiar. It's because it resembles that we saw in the first cutscene. And of course, Gandalf, being the wisest of us all, will just stand there and watch as we play. And now we are just a little bit older. I cannot free you from this tower, Moonchild. If the sword is what you truly desire, in time, it will be yours. Now, I forgot to skip a little bit there. We could have moved ahead of time out of the cutscene, but that was my fault. I was too busy looking in a different direction. Now here we see he is now holding a plant. This plant is actually incredibly important to our run. It will be our way up from the bottom of the floor to the very top of the tower. And for now, we're just going to plant it and nurture it. When this frail seedling is at last a majestic tree, you will reclaim your memories in its branches. Now I'm already holding up. That got us to move just a fraction of a frame faster. And our first thing is to head straight outside into the sun. Once, when time still lived, men rebelled against their fate. They built a tower, Toren, to surpass the heavens, to touch the stars and embrace the moon. The livid sun cursed their arrogance and refused to leave the sky. Legend says only a girl, bearing the hearts of mankind, can climb the tower, defeat the dragon, and free the moonlight once more. So there's our main villain sitting right there, right next to where we woke up, and we're going to show him what's what. And in order to do that, we are going to gain control and die on purpose. Because that shows the bad guys who's actually in charge. And that is actually going to save us time because it will warp us over into this little sacrificial pedestal, saving us time not only in climbing the ladder that you saw just for maybe a little bit once we left the original spawning area, and that's going to give us this little paper. Now this paper is going to be very important for later on. Now what you just saw is zapping of the vines that were holding that well in place. Hi dear. Bye dear. Now you can actually pet the deer. But I will not pet it right now because that takes time. And we want to save time in as many frames as we can. And now we get to see what the inside of the tower actually looks like. We're going to take the stairs down because jumping will actually be an insta-kill and send us all the way back into spawn. We're going to get this here, move it forward. Come on, keep moving. Keep moving. You can do it. You're strong. I believe in you. Keep going. There we go. Straight on top. Give it one jump and open the well completely. Now, what does it do exactly? We're going to find out right now. The look of shock and awe. Yes, the sapling we planted all the way back then is now sprouted into a full tree, and that tree is going to be our mode of transportation all the way through the entirety of this tower. And also the sword right here is very familiar to the one we saw at the beginning of the game, but this time it is fully restored. It is strong, it is healthy, it is sharp. We can cut butter with it. We can do anything we can and anything we want, but right now it is stuck in the tree, and our job is to get that sword so we can fight that dragon and fulfill our destiny. Trying to gain control just a little bit earlier here. Turn the wrong direction, but that's fine. We're gonna head up, staying as close to the middle and the edge of this stairs as close as we can. And we're gonna stop right about here and wait for the branch to meet us. If you move too early, you will get stuck and you will fall. That happened on the previous run of mine, but we're just gonna hold up because you cannot fall off of these branches. It is scripted that you cannot go left or right. You are safe as long as you are on this tree. Gaining control once again, up the stairs as close as we can to the rails, but not too close because you can run into a glitch where you will get stuck and lose time. And there we see the sword, our destination, the thing we need Jump as fast as I can to get out. Saved a little bit of time. Head outside. Ignore this statue. We're going to push this off of the side. There it is. We're going to hit start. Come on. Reload checkpoint. And that's going to load us right there. Have the steps completed so we don't have to do it. Face plant into the floor and meet the dragon. We're going to run as fast as we can. Stop here for safety. And now we can keep going. Our wants and needs are not always the same. I love his helmet so much. I absolutely love his helmet. Here we go. Beauty, our first dream segment, but not actually the first if you were gathering some of those small statues that were actually scattered throughout parts of the game. Now, all we gotta do, drop this salt straight onto this little octagon in order to unlock the path forward. You do not have to worry about the center dot. That is there just for decoration. We have completed it, and now we can move forward. And here starts our first little RNG segment of the run. Try to get as fast as we can to beat this cycle. Looks like we got a good one. We could run straight through, try to get around these little monsters, jump, got out of their range, and that frees us. Because if we were caught, we would lose a couple of seconds. And we don't want to waste time. We want to go as fast as we can. Straight onto our next salt figure. And get this done. There we go. Number 2 done. Second RNG segment right here. Get as fast as we can. Avoid him. Jump. Get out of the way. He has homing missiles on him. We're going to say no. We're just going to keep going. Avoiding death. Avoiding time loss. And get onto this next platform here. And be reunited with our friend the dragon. We're going to run as fast as we can, but also not too far. Stop here for safety. And we are going to die. Now, this is a mandatory death you have to take in order to complete this section. Starting back at the beginning, showing that we, no matter how many times we die, we'll get up and fight again. Go ahead, head forward as fast as we can. Hopefully we get another good cycle. Looks like we can slip right behind him. Don't turn. Don't. Oh, we got a good one. All right. Enemies despawning. Jumping to get out of their attack range. And we're just going to keep going forward. We don't have time for them. We're going to throw them aside. Here we go. Jump again. Ah, bad luck. But that's fine. We threw him off the platform. He is dying in a pool of blood. And we're just going to keep going. Because we have a date with our friend the dragon. And that is more important. Here we go. As fast as we can. Nope. Stay here for safety. I was tempted to keep running, but I told myself no. We got to take it safe. We can't lose time. Because every death, that piles up. And we do not want all of that time stored onto our record. We want to go as fast as we can. Because we are pro gamers. We want to be as fast, as efficient as possible. And we do that just by holding up. So now, up the stairs, we're going to stay a little bit to the left. Because right up here, there are two different textures at the top of this staircase. If you hit it incorrectly, you will get stuck and you will lose time. And there is our sword, grabbing it just a little bit ahead of schedule. At last, you followed the whisper of freedom to face your destiny atop the tower, sword in hand, and we are just a little bit older. At the end, we will be rewarded, and this prison will collapse. And this entire time, we are going for our freedom. Now these triangles, these lights here, are actually the different little statues you can find throughout the entire game. Each one gives you a different little dream, a little bit more lore background into the game of what is happening. But right now, we are waking up. We are covered in blood. We don't know why. We're going to look ourselves in the eyes, full of horror and disarray. But that doesn't matter because we're just going to keep on running. Gonna hit this tree branch. Keep going. And our sword is right in sight. Now, of course, we're going to slip and fall. Our feet are too wet. And that is what woke up the dragon and caused him to start throwing goo all over the place. It will eventually cause us to turn into a statue and die. So close, yet so far. As you can see, time has moved forward just a little bit. Our dead body still in the tree. The sword still stuck in place. Everything looks a little bit more damaged. A dead body off to the side. And a baby, once again covered in blood, laying out in the middle of nowhere. No parents anywhere to be seen. That sword could have chopped us in half, but now we are just a little bit older. And we are a dangerous child. We like to play with knives. We like to play with swords. So we're going to pick this up, and we're going to keep going forward. Trying to get control a little bit earlier there. Here we go. We have now attained the sword. Head up the stairs as close as we can, but not too close. We're going to jump here. As fast as we can, as close as we can. Now that was actually a beautiful jump. We got to save not only time, but frames as well. We hit him. We lost our sword, but that's okay, because we're going to get it right back. Our friend the dragon has left, but we will run into him very shortly. Again, these guys here don't really need to bother with them. We just jump right through and keep going. Here comes our first dragon fight. Now all we gotta do is just run forward. Hit right in time, saving frames. And dragon is down. First hit. Reclaim the sword. Go as fast as we can. Slice! Straight through it. Saving frames. Saving time. That is what we're going for. That is what we need in order to get a very good time. I'm going to take this safety here. Grab the sword. I went the wrong direction. But we recovered. Oh, I went the wrong direction. That is embarrassing, but that's fine. Because we still had to go back there anyways. As close as we can. Now it is on the platform. Now I need that safety. Faster, child. Faster! F's in the chat. We died. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. I nailed it the first time, didn't get it the second. That's a big time loss. You also notice we do not have our sword. We have to pick it up again from where we died. We saved some time, we lost some time. Overall, what matters is the final time. That is how I look at it. Get around, jump, just in case. Now he decided to warp out of distance. Come on. Sword is reclaimed. So now we are going back for the final hit. Slice right through. That is what we want. That is what we love to see. Oh, so close. Dragon is down. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm okay with that death. Like you, Moonchild, I am frail in my convictions, uncertain of my future. Your silence says everything, Gandalf. Thank you. Justice. Now this is an interesting scene. The entire gimmick of this dream is that we need to kill in order to become stronger. But we're a peaceful child. We love swinging our sword, but we don't like killing all that much. So we're just going to run over here, hit this statue, and choose to wake up. We're going to say yes, and that is going to save us time from doing this level. So now we wake up once again in a pile of blood, with sword in hand, ready to go. Now here comes a skip I have been practicing. I would like to see if I can get it. I will give one attempt in order to do it. If I fail, then I will just have to do the safety route. Give it a wide berth. Jump onto this ledge here. I did not get it. Where am I? I do not know where I am. Alright, we'll just reload checkpoint. I have failed the jump. I do not know where I landed. So we're just going to take it the nice safety route. Because we do not want to go down. We want to go up as fast as we can through this tower. Now that is a difficult jump because the ledge is right there. Very small that you have to jump, grab, stand up on, and jump again. If you do it correctly, you will land right there at the corner of this platform. You will not only skip the trigger for this cutscene, but be able to move a lot faster and save several seconds. Upset that I did not get it, but that's fine. It takes practice in order to get that specific jump. So we're going to run as fast as we can. Right there, you got to see why I say don't stick too close to the side. Jump. Land that beautiful jump. And keep going onto the top here. So right now, instead of doing what we were intended to do, we're going to jump onto this little lantern and jump out of bounds. It did not work. Alright, let's give that a second try. Come on, camera, work with me. Come on. Camera, please. Here we go. Oh, this is bad. Alright. Actually, we did it. That's better. Okay. Let's see. We're doing it inverted. Nailing it. Oh, that's beautiful. If you did it correctly the first time, you will jump straight out into bounds, and the camera, you will have to do it blind. But right there, the camera somehow managed to work with us just a little bit. And not only did we skip that section, but we got to save a lot of time. Alright, second time's a try. Second time's a charm. I'm not complaining about that. Once I release you, you will be alone. But do not grieve, my child. In the abyss, you will do what I cannot. Please give me your helmet. I want that as a completion bonus. Even a small one would be very helpful. Here we go. The abyss! The entire gimmick of this level is that we need the torch in order to see where we are going. But that is too slow. That takes time. We're going to be very epic, very fast, and just run. We're going to ignore this first symbol, go in blind into the darkness, use what little lightning we can, and make our way up into the 2 different patterns out here on the side. Looks like we got it right. Head down. Oh, just a little bit up. That's fine. Hit this turn. We nailed it. First try. That's fantastic. And the first seal is unlocked. Now, this level also has one of the most insane jumps that you have to do blind if you are going full world record. I will give it 1 attempt, but only 1, because it will soft lock the game and you will have to reload and do all 3 of these symbols over again. Failing to get that jump will set you back several seconds, and that is time you do not want to waste. Right here, the 3rd and final symbol that we want is all the way to the left and up. And this is where it gets tricky, because there is an invisible wall standing in your way that you have to not only jump around, but also get... Ooh, that was a bad triangle. But also get the correct angle of your jump in order to land it perfectly. It was a little bit high. Yeah, I gotta go back down. Right here. Come on, camera. Oh, that was a little high. Alright, what am I missing? Section here. No. Hold on. The tip of the triangle, right there. Got it. I will give it 1 try. 1 try. Let's see if we can nail this jump. Get a running start. Hit it. Jump. We missed it. Okay. So we have to reload the checkpoint and do it all over again. That is fine. That is the hardest jump in this game. I do not blame myself at all for nailing it. For not nailing it. Sorry. Misspeaking. Because I have nailed it in some of my practice runs. And grinding it out about 6 or 7 tries, I actually managed to land that jump out of a 30-minute span. And doing it 30 minutes for such a small window of how to jump there is very, very difficult. Again, if you want world record, you will have to nail that jump and be very consistent in getting it. I am not there yet, so that is the only attempt I will do it, because this is a lot of time to be wasting. Not only soft locking the game if you miss that jump, but also having to go restart the chapter. Ooh, that was the wrong step. Right here. A little too far to the left, but that's fine. Should be right here. Yes. Get the second triangle done. Nailed it. Now back up to our biggest challenge of the run that we have to beat in order to get an extremely good time. Right now we're just going to have to take the safety route until it is more consistent and I can do it without fail. Back onto the triangle. That was a bad side. But should be fine. The game is actually very lenient. No, that was a little too high. Try it here. There we go. Now our path forward is open. Not doing the dangerous jump blind. But we're gonna go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! A little too early. Get the salt down here and unlock our path forward. Now I'm going to attempt to hit the trigger jump right here. See if we can get good pattern. That looks good. That looks good. Hit it. We got it. We got that jump. Now what you saw, we hit the trigger for that cutscene. That would take a lot of time. We still have control. And we're going to keep running, but it should auto-teleport us to the next section of the game. Come on. There it is. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh. That's beautiful. Oh, I got so excited, so happy that I nailed it. Oh, my voice is terrible right now. But that is fine because that is a huge time save. Nailing it first try. Hopefully that does not negate the entire restart of that chapter. But that is a fantastic time save. Now here you see a pile of blood and bloody handprints all along the wall. All from our former and past selves. Now here we see we're going to burn this contract. And this is going to be our life for this level. And the gimmick here is that we have to get the fire going, defrost the tree in order for us to continue going higher into the sky. We're going to take a small break here. Now, we're going to do 3 very short but fast jumps. Land here, light the fire, jump back on, grab it. We nailed it first try. And that's the end of this area. Ooh, that's fantastic. So fantastic, so good. Now we are going to do it again. This time it might be a little bit trickier. And each one grows in a little bit difficulty. So here we go. Jump as fast as we can. Light the fire, come on. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, we missed that cycle. We're going to have to play it as it's intended. And now we got to do, run outside. So it looks like we have some good RNG, some bad RNG. But like I said before, what matters is the final time. Jump onto the platform, get us going, and we're going to have to take a little rest. Now here's the final jump. This one is more tricky because it is solely dependent on the RNG of that lantern. Let's see if we can grab it. Jump. Ooh, we landed the most trickiest jump in this chapter. That is fantastic. That is a huge time save. So now we're just going to rest and keep going. Ooh, that's so fantastic. That's so beautiful. I'm still so happy that I landed that one jump to not only hit the cutscene trigger, but also respawn. That would throw us backward and forward in time. Oh, that was such a beautiful moment. Now here, we need to jump off. Come on. There we go. Now you're supposed to light these 3 fire pits, but we're not going to do that. We're going to ignore it, run straight through, and try to meet up with the platform as it continues rising, and try not to freeze in this blizzard. We're going to take this fire for safety, because if you do not, you will die. And dying not only slows you down, but it causes you to restart the checkpoint, and we do not want that. That is slow. We want to go as fast as we can. Straight up. Onto the platform. There we go. Not too bad of a section. Not too bad at all. I will take those time saves. I will take those time saves. And now we just drive all the way top. All the way up. Once I release you, you will be alone, but do not grieve, my child. In the abyss, you will do what I cannot. So here we are. Welcome to hell, ladies and gentlemen. Our almost final destination. And all we gotta do is just run forward. Just that simple. Just that easy. All of the hard skips are behind us, and all we have to do is simply walk. We live our lives in passion, struggling against our roles, knowing none may escape. We trap ourselves inside, locking out our desires. Here men must fall, so that stars can rise. Unlike me, Solidor flew, and found his soul of light. Sun and moon together, join him against the dragon. Together you will fight as one. And when the shadow falls, cherish it to your heart. Because in that moment, can we get enough in the chat as we fall to our death? We bow our heads and pay respect. Time will know defeat. Thank you, Gandalf. Your final words of wisdom will not be forgotten. So now we're waking up a little bit older, and now we have war paint on our face. The tree, reaching its final destination, has fully bloomed into what it was destined to be. And here we have the dragon, peacefully asleep, but we are going to grab our sword and wake him up. So here we are, the final section of the game. Dragon is not happy, he is angry, but in the distance comes our man, our hero, Solidor, the man of legend, the man of myth. Him as our shield, us as the sword. We will fight as one to take down the dragon, once and for all. Oh, come on, come on. We can grab it. We can get it. We can get it. Oh, missed it just a little bit. But we recovered, and we saved time right there. Knocking down the first pillar, the first hit of our battle. We're going to run forward as fast as we can, grab this ledge, and start moving this stone pillar into place. Go ahead and move it forward a little bit. Run back. Save Solidor. Because if you are too far ahead, he will die, and that will reset the entire boss fight. We're going to stop here to save some time and also protect us from this wind. There we go. A little bit faster. Ignore the roar. Nail the 3 hits that we need. Angle ourselves just a little bit so we can get that extra time. And there goes the second hit. Grabbing this pillar. Come on. Grab it. Come on. No, grab it. No, wrong way. There we go. Going to move it as fast as I can. Save Solidor. And reposition the block. Grab it. There we go. Now we're moving. Take in safety. There is a way to let go of that lead. Grab the block, please. Saving back to Solidor. And back onto the stone. Repeating what we did before. Going to wait right here to protect ourselves not only from the wind, but give us a little bit of extra room to run. Now here it goes. We were fast enough. Okay, well, that's what happens if you fail. If he gets hit by the darkness. But we didn't respawn too far. That was my mistake. I got a little too excited. So now we just have to wait for Solidor to get forward. Okay, he moves very slow. Protect him. Now we are getting back into what I was trying to do before. Alright, well, we failed to do it that second time as well. Come on, Solidor. Knocking it out. And now we move the block into space. Grab it, please. Grab it. Don't trust it. Gonna run back, save him. Now we're gonna pull this into place. Gonna wait just a second. Start pushing. Come on, Solidor. Run back. Save him. Ooh, that was close. Alright, here we go. Moving the block into place. Stopping it here before it falls. Hit the dragon. Come on. Come on, we're so close. There's the final hit of this little section, but we have one more. We have to strike down the dragon once and for all. I'm going to try to do the Solidor skip right here. Oops, I missed. Come on. Oh, I failed to do it. Alright. We're going to have to use Solidor the way it's intended. Get to the dragon. And dragon is down. Now, there is a way to launch yourself off of that little ramp and jump straight onto the platform, skipping Solidor completely and nailing those final hits. But that, again, is another difficult little skip, a little optimization to get a better time. So here we are, one final time, waking up with blood on our feet, on our hands, knowing what we've done in order to complete this prophecy. The dragon is slain, split in two on this bridge, and now we're just going to hold forward and stare into the sun, our final destination. And as we continue, we go back in time from an adult to a child to a wee baby lass. How it started is how it has to end. And that is our final cutscene of the game. That is not time. Time is at the very end of our credits when we have control for one small section. And we have became the moon. Such a beautiful cutscene. All the cutscenes in this game are absolutely fantastic. But we actually skipped a bunch of them because that's a little too slow. And we want to be fast because we are speedrunners. The celestial bridge closes. Time resumes its cycle of light and dark. Roll the credits. There we go. Absolutely beautiful game. Absolutely wonderful. Such a fantastic little story. Again, we skipped over a lot of it, but if you take the time and play it casually, you will learn everything that is in there. All the secrets waiting for you to find out. I do, yes, I really do like the idea of the Tower of Babel being the mushroom cloud. It's such a fine little piece. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Okay, we are out of dog and cat percent. They have decided they don't want to hear me talking because I'm talking a little too much, a little too excited. Now, what could have been better in this run? Number one, nailing those difficult jumps and skips first time. We missed the first one with the small ledge. We missed the second with the wall in the way. But we did land a couple of really, really nice skips. And that saved us some time. So we're looking at about 45 right now. We might be sub 50. If we are sub 50, I will take that. If not, that is fine. I'm absolutely thirsty. Wow, alright. Now I understand why streamers always have water. Why they always say to hydrate and why we remind them to hydrate. Talking a lot really does take it out of you. I have no idea how Spike Vegeta does it without water when he's on the stage for GDQ. I guess he's just used to it. Just a little more credits and we will be at our final scene. I wonder if this is part of a series. Because it does say Sword Tales at the beginning and part of the logo. I wonder if there's more or some related to the series in a way. I would love to look into that. I probably will after stream. Sword Tales, thank you for playing. Or that might be the publisher. I'm not entirely sure. If there are more, I would definitely love to find out and find more of them. And here we see the final pillar, children at the base, and Gandalf off on the side. Isn't that mysterious? I wonder what it means. You just have to find out. And find the secrets yourself. So here we go. Our final little segment that we have to complete. And time is actually right when we lose control of our character. Oh, we are definitely sub 50. Here we go. And... time! 47:38. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Not 47:38 because we have the 10 seconds at the beginning as our countdown. So... 47:28. So not only, chat, not only did we PB twice in this stream, we are sub 50. That is huge. Alright, now as before, I have to click out of the window in order to stop time. Get onto the menu here. Okay, now we can actually stop it. Oh, I'm so upset that global hotkeys don't work. I'm so angry. I've tried so many times to get it to work. Even trying workarounds to get it to work. Just doesn't do it. I don't know how they did it on the PS4 as well. It just blows my mind. Maybe it's the new version of LiveSplit. And over the past 5 years, there have been some updates that make it not compatible with Toren. I'm not entirely sure. It's a janky setup. But it's a setup that works. And it's something that's very simple and very easy to use. I mean, if I'm disqualified from the leaderboards, that is fine by me. But I know it, you know it, we saw it live. We failed a little bit. We nailed some of those skips. And that is absolutely exactly what we were doing. Ooh, alright. I have some editing to do. And I am going to have to submit this run to the leaderboards. I am also going to upload it onto YouTube in the coming future, as well as my grind session to try to get that incredibly hard world record jump, blinds jump. I said jump twice. I'm losing my mind a little bit because all I'm thinking about is Toren and getting a better time. Ooh, wow. All right. 2 hours, 6 minutes, 7 minutes actually. That's not bad. We're slowly getting better, but right now, this room is a little too hot for me right now. I am sweating up a storm. It is not comfortable. This heat is a little too intense for a small tiger like myself. So, remember chat, stretch, hydrate. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves.